Alrighty. February 19th, 2026. I'll bring the DeKalb County Drainage Board meeting to order. First order of business we have is to approve the February 5th, 2026 meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to approve the February 5th meeting minutes. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries. Second, we have a secondary plat and development plan on the East Auburn Estates at 3252 County Road 46A in Auburn. Anybody here on their behalf? Is supposed to attend?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that or move on to the variance for Bear Creek?
We can do variances and see if they.
Okay. Move on to the variance for Bear Creek Development LLC at 3432 and 3433 Canabria? How do I say that? Oh, lots 272 and 273 Bear Creek subdivision. Go ahead and we'll stick to the variance.
Come on,
Bear
Joe.
Creek.
They should be easy enough.
Good morning.
Morning, Joe Harrington, Sour Land Surveying. Here on behalf of Oakmont Development, or Bear Creek Development. I'm not sure which company this is at this point. For lots 272 and 273, Bear Creek Estates, Section 10. For a variance to be able to encroach into the easement of the regulated drain.
Remember, this is a project that we had the developer reconstruct a Nolene Raffing Yoder on the south side of the road. This is a separate drain that's on the east side. Those two lots, they have the buildings planned. Well, at least for the south lot, they have it outlined there. There it is. So it's going to be about 44 feet from the drain. So asking like a 40-foot variance right there. So they'll stay more than 40 feet from our drain. Should allow us adequate space to go in there and maintain our drain if we need to. It's right there towards the top end. It'll be the same for the lot to the north as well, a 40-foot variance.
I understand they can't put a fence in unless they come back, or trees or anything?
Absolutely. Would this be two separate variances or one variance for two lots?
We're going to do it as two variances. The variance will carry with each lot there.
Perfect, okay.
So we don't have any issue, surveyor's office does.
That was good. So do we want to make a motion for each one? Anybody like to make a motion to approve a variance for the Bear Creek Development LLC at 3432 Canabria Cove for lot 272, involving 4 of the county regulated drains as outlined on your agenda for today?
Which one's 272, the top or the bottom?
Top. Top, yep, top 272. Bottom's 273.
We have to do both of them together, or can we wait for to see what the blueprints are going to be for that house to make sure? Since the south one we know where they plan on building at, the other one we don't know yet.
Well, they have to stay, they have to stay outside that 40 feet.
Yeah, as I say, if we approve it, then they'll just have to stay.
Okay, I just want to clarify.
Yeah. Whatever you're most comfortable with.
Did we not create a variance to begin with on these lots because it should have been 75 feet, right?
The current right-of-way from that drain is 75 feet. This is not the drain we reconstructed. We knew that this would be coming from the design when we approved the plats, that they would need a variance. That's what I had talked to Joe about originally. It's like, well, we'll get a variance approved for those two lots because I knew they'd be encroaching in that right-of-way. So that is now is when we're doing it. So since we got everything else approved, this is just our next step to make those two lots buildable there. You got it,
Jim.
Pardon me?
What are you thinking?
If it's 75-foot right away, we had to have created a a variance to begin with, didn't we? Or no?
No.
No?
Just our standard right-of-way on our regulated drains is 75 feet.
Right.
Uh-huh. So now they're applying for a variance to encroach within that 75 feet. So they're gonna stay 40 feet and beyond from our drain.
Okay.
Anybody like to make a motion to approve that variance at 3432, lot 272? Surveyor's favorable recommendation?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. Have a motion and a second to approve the variance for the Bear Creek development as presented. Is there any further discussion?
What's this little piece to the south there? Like the little, where it tees off at? That little piece. What's the plan for that? Is he still here?
He's over there.
He's in. Yeah, that little triangle piece. What's that gonna be? Is that gonna stay?
That's just a common area. That's just
Gonna stay a common area
a
when,
common area.
when we develop south, will probably stay a common area?
Yes. Yeah, we already have plans approved for the next section of Bear Creek. That'll all stay common area.
Scroll out again real quick, will you? No, that's far enough. I was just curious. So that's at the end of that drain as well. That's something, is that drain doing a lot?
Not right in that area, no.
Any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Next, anybody would like to make a motion for a variance at 3433 Bear Creek Development LLC, lot 273, involving the same 4 drains as the last one, with a favorable recommendation from the surveyor's office.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the variance as presented. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Now we'll do the secondary plat and development plan for East Auburn Estates. Right here on their behalf. Good morning.
Morning, Justin Hoffman with Brooks Construction, site engineer for the project. So you see we have a secondary plat there for that in development. It has 3 commercial lots associated with it, 58 residential lots. Former drains, I believe the drain that's shown on the map there that's on the property has been vacated according to my understanding. The tile itself is still present, so we'll be dealing with that during construction, but have the pond in the middle there. We have proposed off-site improvements down to the west of County Road 31 along Auburn Drive to connect into existing storm sewer there, kind of right in front of the power substation there. There's some existing things there that come through with pipe to go that just the plans aren't on the screen for the off-site improvements, but essentially it's what we felt was necessary to make sure that there was adequate drainage and an adequate overflow path from the pond to get off-site past County Road 31, keep everything within all of the state and local ordinances for stormwater.
So this discharges into the city's storm sewer, but for the 100-year design of the inflow and outflow of the pond is good. I can't imagine Auburn having tech on it, but ultimately be on the pond outflow.
surveyor gives a favorable recommendation. I'd like to make a motion to approve the secondary plat and development plan, East Auburn Estates at 3252 County Road 46A, Auburn, Indiana, involving two of the county regulated drains, as outlined on your agenda. Favorable recommendation from the surveyor's office.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the plat and plan, East Auburn Estates as presented. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Move on to guest communications. If anybody else visiting us today, so we'll move on to surveyor's report.
We have our catch-em hearing after this to place that on maintenance so that we can get that negative balance taken care of and get that transferred over to the city of Auburn. Outside of that, we've been working more on our not on maintenance drains to try to get caught up on all of those, get them placed on maintenance. So our next few drains that we are looking at are the Ed Haynes lateral 1, lateral 2, and lateral 4. So those are going to be to the northwest of Garrett. Where I put them? Somewhere. Go west, Troy.
Yeah,
Where are we at?
I was setting up for catch.
Oh, I got you. Okay. North some. More. Little more. Yep, right up in there. Take your cursor up some and zoom in. Yeah. Yep. That is the start of the Ed Haynes lateral 1 right there. It goes west and then south. Yep, right after it crosses County Road 34, it turns to an open ditch. And it ends up outletting, well, once it loads here, you'll be able to see, ends up outletting into the Frank Yard. Right to the left of the cursor right there. So that tile is not on maintenance. So we're looking to place that one on maintenance, the Ed Haynes lateral 2. Why'd your map stop loading, Troy?
Good question.
Once it shows up here, we'll be able to see it.
It's not being real cooperative today. Oh, I know why.
You get it? Cool.
I have a filter.
So for that lateral 1, we have everything ready to go. The surveyor's report's all done and the assessment scroll. Lateral 2 and lateral 4, we'll have them done soon. But I figured we would look at them right now so you're familiar with them. I guess we'll talk about the lateral 1 while Troy gets that to work. That lateral 1 has 900 feet of 10-inch, 698 feet of 12-inch, and then 813 feet of open ditch. So we were looking at a total annual collection of $2,788.90, which would make those rates $11.37 for ag per acre, $22.74 for residential per acre, and $34.11 for commercial per acre. We would place a $20 minimum on those benefited areas that are less than $20. So basically anything under the size of 2 acres. So I suppose if you would all like, or if you have any questions about it, we could try to set a date for a hearing for this one. Or if you have any questions about it or want more information, I can bring that back and we can set a date at the next meeting for all three of them. I don't know if they're all, since they're all kind of related to one another, if we want to just knock them all out after each other on whatever day we do it.
Are there certain landowners that are gonna get hit with all of them?
No, I don't believe so. So now that we're loaded here and working, there's, so we just talked about lateral one. Right down to your bottom left, Troy. Yeah, right in here is lateral 2, I believe. Yep, there it comes. Ed Haynes, lateral 2. And then it turns to open ditch right there and continues east all the way until it outlets into the Frank Yard. So there's no overlap in landowners there. And then lateral 4, further south. Yep. Yes, somewhere down there. Right down there. There we are. Yep, and that is the Ed Haynes lateral 4. That's an open ditch traveling to Frank.
Little short one?
No, it's that open ditch right there. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, those other laterals and spurs all outlet into it. Now those other laterals and spurs, they don't have their own accounts. So that was one that I'd kind of wanted to get some input from the board on. If we want to also factor that tile and maintenance amount into that, because they would probably all fall under that as a parent drain. You agree, Shannon?
Yeah.
Like how they kind of come down and they outlet into that Ed Haynes lateral 4. I think they'll all be considered part of that lateral 4 watershed if we were to establish it on maintenance. They would all contribute into it. So we'll take those tile lengths and the cost to maintain those annually. And that will all be figured into that amount. As long as that sounds agreeable and makes sense to everybody. We like it? Okay. So those are our three. Up to you guys if you want to set a date now on that lateral 1, or do you want to wait till our next meeting when we have lateral 1, 2, and 4 and set them all together?
Would we combine all of those little subsheds of the spurs into just one lateral 4 watershed?
Yeah.
Sooner the better.
What do you still have on 2 and 4 yet?
Just to finish up the assessment scroll and the rate per acre. So formula.
Do we want to see 2 and 4? Or you don't want to set 2 and 4 today?
I think I'm supposed to have it all, right, Shannon? I'm supposed to have it all officially complete, and I just don't.
You just want to wait and try to do all 3 of them at one time?
Yeah, I'd say,
They're gonna be pretty small, aren't they?
They should be.
Let's wait till next meeting and get all the information
Yep.
and see if we can do them in one shot.
agree.
That's fine. Okay. Very good.
What else you got?
Nothing. Cold's gone, so we're getting out there and getting busy, getting some of those other maintenance projects done. So if anybody notifies you of any concerns or issues they're having as the snow melts and they're seeing problems, make sure, just pass that on to us so we can get out there and take a look at it and get it taken care of. Got anything?
Glenn? Nothing? Jim? Steve? Shannon?
Our next meeting, March 5th, could we please begin it at 8:15? Commissioners Tyler and Glenn need to be at the Benton County Community Center at 9:30 for a joint board meeting. And we begin at 8:15 and I keep our agenda short. we should be able to make it there by 9:30.
Anybody object to 8 o'clock?
I won't be here.
8 o'clock's fine with me.
Is that too early? Huh?
About 8 o'clock.
Is there a problem with the courthouse not being open, or is it
They're open at
open?
7:30.
Okay.
Are you fine?
I just didn't want to overstep.
Bill, are you okay with 8 o'clock?
Is that better, or is that get, I mean, is it 8:15 Russian, or?
Like 8.
I like 8.
Me too.
What was that date?
It's March 5th.
March,
We'll advertise that and make sure it goes in the paper. That way we notify that we're changing the times.
What meeting are they having?
You got anything, Bill?
speaking of Steuben County, there's a drain up there. It's right on the county line and crosses the railroad tracks west of 327. I want to know, do we show that as a joint Steuben DeKalb drain?
Oh yeah, west a little bit, Troy.
Yeah, on west.
There's 327.
It'd be on Jim Dietz.
Yeah.
That helps.
You got the Bickle here. Here's
Over here.
327.
Doesn't look like we're even showing a drain.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably a Steuben. Be my guess. Yeah, where are the tracks?
Let's see. A little bit back, no, up here.
Tracks are right there.
Okay.
Yep. So it's probably just a Steuben controlled drain, it looks
The
like.
county
Bill.
line's right here, and then the tracks
Right
are
over here. Yeah. There was nothing.
Probably just a Steuben drain.
Crosses over, and he's wanting to replace it, and he's wondering whether he needs to get their blessing or not. And
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
it's on DeKalb County side.
I'll look into it and make sure that it's just there.
We have a joint, but that doesn't mean that particular one's joint, so it may not.
All right, we have a maintenance hearing at 9 o'clock. Go ahead and take a 10-minute break, quick break. We'll go ahead and, if there's no objections, we'll go ahead and call this meeting adjourned. Hearing no objections, this meeting is adjourned. morning. It's 9 a.m., Thursday, February 19th, 2026. Call this hearing to order to begin the proceedings. Purpose of the hearing is to collect a one-time periodic maintenance of the John Ketchum Drain number 334-00-0. This hearing is to receive evidence for the following drainage matters. Notices have been filed with the board. Notices were sent by first-class mail to landowners on January 16th, 2026, and were in the public newspaper. Notice appeared on Thursday, February 17th, 2026 in the Star. Each person in attendance is requested to write his or her name, address, and name of any group or firm represented on the sign-up sheet at the entrance of the room. The surveyor will report on any petitions filed on record and dates of the filing and those persons who signed the filing.
We have no filed petitions.
The procedure for conducting this hearing is as follows. Do the surveyor's report first. We'll have petitions, objections, and questions and answers after that. Surveyor is requested to make his report on the petition, including the history of the drain, recommendation of the surveyor, and explanation of the watershed.
The John Ketchum Drain number 33400-0 periodic maintenance hearing report. Earliest record of the drain is 1898. Prolonged reports of flooding and poor drainage in commercial lots dating back to 1996. First recommended for reconstruction in 1995. Exploratory work completed from 2011 to 2018 shows the drain was severely damaged and in need of reconstruction. Reconstruction of the drain was completed in October of 2024. Existing tile by record, 1,345 feet of 12-inch, 596 feet of 24-inch, 777 feet of 36-inch, 1,710 feet of 48-inch, 543 feet of 60-inch for a total of 4,971 feet, as well as the adoption of 954 feet of existing 12-inch tile installed and provided by the Auburn Crossing Development. The drain needs periodic maintenance in the surveyor's opinion because it can be made to perform the function for which it was designed and constructed and to properly drain all affected land under current conditions by periodically cleaning it, spraying it, removing obstructions from it, and making minor repairs to it. The drain is in working condition and not currently on periodic maintenance. According to the Indiana State Code 36-9-27-34, the county surveyor shall classify all regulated drains in the county as 1. Drains in need of reconstruction, 2. Drains in need of periodic maintenance, or 3. Drains that should be vacated. The drain is in a watershed of 121.07 acres. The tile consists of 4,971 feet of tile. The proposed periodic maintenance of the drain would have a one-time yearly maintenance collection of $9,958.91 with a base rate of $27.51 per acre, a residential rate of $55.02 per acre, and a commercial rate of $82.52 per acre. Per the intergovernmental agreement between the City of Auburn, Indiana, and DeKalb County Drainage Board, after all the payments are collected, the City of Auburn shall take over the drain and cooperate with the transfer per the Indiana County Drainage Code. Total acres in the tile watershed, 121.07 acres. Total land parcels in the watershed, 54. The exploratory work completed from 2011 to 2018 resulted in a negative balance of $9,958.91. A 1 year's collection will remove the negative balance and allow the transfer of the drain to the city's jurisdiction. I would respectfully ask the Drainage Board to approve the periodic maintenance of the John Ketchum Drain number 334-00-0.
Does any board member or any other person have questions to ask the surveyor about the technical aspects of the surveyor's report? A few questions for the surveyor. Are all lands within the watershed assessed?
Yes.
Are all benefits assessed, not excessive?
Yes.
The surveyor will report to the board any person who filed a timely written objection of record, and the board shall consider each one separately and make a decision on the objection. Are there any objections?
No objections.
No objectors. Are there any persons in favor of the project who want to speak? Morning.
Morning. Darrell McConnell with the City of Auburn Engineering Department. I'm not here to object. We're in full favor of the project. We did receive 5 separate notices for what I understand to be 5 separate parcels, assessed parcels. And I understand that's standard for putting a drain on maintenance. I want to say thank you to the county for the whole project. I think it went really well. Quick update with the NDOT State Road 8 median project. That project was out for bid. They received bids a week ago. That's from Grand staff touring. They're evaluating the bids right now. They came in high. The low bid was $7.3 million. So they came in, we know they came in above engineer's estimate. They're still evaluating those. We hope that they award it. Construction to begin this year, hopefully in the next several months. Final completion would be next year. But that project does entail connecting to the John Ketchum. That was part of the reason we redid the John Ketchum drain, that NDOT would be relying on that. So that's ready and waiting for them to do that. But project went really well. We appreciate that, and we look forward to accepting that. I know there's proceedings that need to be done once this negative balance is captured, vacations, and then the city accepting that according to the agreement. So thank you for all that.
Good, thank you. Are there any persons against the project who want to speak? Are there any further questions or comments from any person present? The board now begins the decision-making process. Should the schedule of periodic maintenance assessment be changed? Jim?
No.
Should the surveyor's report be approved as finally presented?
Yes.
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 Does any member desire any further evidence to make a decision?
No.
I do not.
No.
No.
Should the hearing be adjourned or recessed and reconvene at a later date?
No.
No.
I now ask the attorney to review proposed findings of fact for the board to consider.
If you want me to read these, I will. Otherwise, they are in your packet. If you'd like to look them over, they are our standard findings. Would you like me to read them?
I do not.
No? Everybody's good?
I don't know that there's anything to add, other than we could add a finding that matches Glenn's last, the surveyor's last note on his report, that why this work is being done for the negative balance, and then it's going to get turned over to the City of Auburn. That can be part of the findings for this hearing. You could just add that, Becky, to the findings.
We don't need a motion in that.
You'll agree, if, you will do a motion right now to accept the findings, so you could say as amended.
Okay.
Good. Now ask for a motion to approve the findings of fact as amended.
So moved.
Second. A motion and a second to approve the findings of facts as presented and amended. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Chair now asks for a motion to adopt, or in the alternative, a motion to dismiss the petition for periodic maintenance on the said drain.
Move for the board to adopt the surveyor's report and order the periodic maintenance of said drain, subject to the jurisdiction of the board.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the periodic maintenance as presented. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. I now announce that the board has approved these findings and ordered the drainage project with instructions to the administrative assistants of the board to publish notice of the findings and order, that may not be correct, for the, carry out maintenance of the, John M. Ketchum drain number 334-00-0. That all I need in that, right there? Very good. And if there's no objections, this hearing will stand adjourned. Hearing no objections, this hearing is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Are we collecting it this year?